Oh, howdy all, grab yourself a drink. It is time for some PathOfExile discussion. Welcome to day 10 of Crucible League spoiler season. This video is being kept leak free. However, there are substantial leaks going around. I'll put a link down in the description of this video below to some early discussion that I put out on those leaks. There's also a lot more information about them now. So some of the links that I'll put in the description of this video will contain data mine information that is essentially a leak from 3.21. Follow those only if you're interested. If you want to go in with only the spoilers GGG are officially giving, then you can just ignore those links. And of course, nothing in those leaks is authoritative. Anything in it could be changed, and it might be based upon a misinterpretation of information about the game files, so lots of it could be wrong. 2 items only today. The first one is the introduction of Quick Step. This is not going to be in the base game. This is for Ruthless only, and it is a fundamentally terrible move skill. This is dash but worse, and it has a 10-second cooldown time. In other words, it is a nerfed version of movement skills that is there for Ruthless. This has been added primarily, I think, for the boss kill event that's happening in Ruthless, so that players can get out of the way of big donks on the head like the Eater of Worlds Hunger Slam. This skill has a 10-second cooldown, but if you're in the presence of a unique enemy, it is going to recover that cooldown quicker. It is also a guaranteed drop from Hillock. So you will definitely have this if you're playing in Ruthless. If you're playing in the base game, you will just use dash instead until you get something better than dash, and then you will use something better than dash for the rest of the game. The second thing that came out officially was the Crucible Challenge Rewards. Now this is going to work on a similar system to the 3.20 Challenge Rewards, where there will be multiple armor sets that you can build up to. The first one is going to be something you can unlock pretty soon, and then there'll be a second, a third, and a fourth tier that will take more and more challenges respectively. Now the top tier of this one is an interesting one. There are actually 2 versions of it. I like to think of these as tier 4A and tier 4B, although I believe GGG call them tier 4 and tier 5. You do get tier 5 at the same time as tier 4 though. Now the tier 5 or tier 4B or whatever you want to call it, this top version will speak to you in various situations. So it will tell you that it is disappointed when you use a Chaos Orb on an item. All sorts of things like that. So that's going to be a bit of a joke that you'll probably play around with exactly once, then never use again. Anyway, that is all in the way of official information. I told you it was a quiet day on the official news front, but if you're interested in being exposed to those leaks, there will be information on them down in the description below. May your Varlorbs have interesting results and have fun choosing your league starter for patch 3.21.